got another one. Go crazy for this one right here. Yeah, man. Listen.
So, you running around like a player, thinking that the money gon' make you stay around. But you refuse to stay because you want me right now. I'm everything that you need and you really want me. Your man on the other hand, that one. So you wanna leave and come home with me. Be everything you need in life. Be everything you need tonight. Treat you like a queen and wife and take you to a height you never seen in life. Be everything you want and more. Give you everything you want for. Baby, just show you more. I can take you places and open doors. You said you want my love and my mind, but you're letting me all my time. But you're letting me share my dreams. But you're letting me. You said you want my heart and my soul. But you're letting me physical. But you're letting me all these things. But you're letting me. So, he got you riding on the bus now, and you're sitting here thinking like, what now? Should I call true, and maybe he'll fall through for me? And thinking I would save the day, but baby, it don't work that way. That's a game that I won't play. It's a rule that I won't break. No. Be everything you need in life. Be everything you need tonight. Treat you like a queen and wife and take you to a height that you ain't seen in life. Be everything you want and more. Give you everything you want for. Take you places and open doors. Just believe me, girl, I can show you more. You said you want my love and my mind. All my time. Share my dreams. You said you want my heart and my soul. The physical. All these things. We already know what'll happen. One kiss and you'll be acting like me and you. We don't really wanna do that, 'cause you got a man, girl, and that's a fact. But one day you will see that he is nothing like me. You said you want my love and my mind, but you're letting me all my time, but you're letting me share my dreams, but you're letting me. You said you want my heart and my soul, but you're letting me physical, all these things, but you're letting me. You said you want my love and my mind, but you're letting me all my time, but you're letting me share my dreams, but you're letting me. You said you want my heart and my soul, but you're letting me physical, but you're letting me all these things, but you're letting me. Said I know, said I know just what you want. True soul, don't boy. I ain't gotta know.
Cleveland Pop Entertainment presents the hit gospel stage play, Got a Good Woman, Saturday, September 29th. Fellas, if you got a good woman, you better treat her right, or she might turn on you.
If you're gonna treat me like a tramp, well, put your money on the table.
2 big shows, 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m.
I've been a good wife to you.
You don't do nothing for me. I can pay a maid to do what you do.
Starring Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives, Hawthorne James, Big Red from the 5 Heartbeats, comedian Cool TLC, Pastor Rodney Maiden, featuring Thessalonian Turner, Royce Ruffin, Juanita Hawkins, hosted by Beverly Todd from the hit movie Lean on Me and Crash. It's at Garfield Heights Performing Arts Center, Saturday, September 29th. 2 shows, 3 p.m. and 7:30. For more ticket information, call 440-494-6242. It'll have you laughing in the aisle.
Baby, please, can I go home? Can I go home?
Got a good woman.
Coming September 29th, the Great Lakes Black Authors Expo and Writers Conference. This all-day conference will be held at the historic East Cleveland Public Library, starting at 10 a.m. The keynote speaker is nationally known writer and New York Times bestselling author Tiari Jones, author of An American Marriage, which is an Oprah Book Club selection and listed on President Barack Obama's summer reading list for 2018. The conference will be energy-packed with African drumming, workshops on publishing, marketing, and tips on writing for all genres. We will also have children's corners throughout the day with storytelling and book readings, so it is free to the public. Be sure to visit glbaexpo.com to register and reserve your free tickets. See you there.
Are we on the air?
You are now tuned into Elevations Radio, your station for uplifting lifestyle, wellness talk, and indie music radio.
Views expressed on shows are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of these shows and all services provided therein are for personal use only. The Elevations Radio Network holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of information on these shows.
Hey fam, welcome to the Let's Be Real with Greg Bam Reeves show here on elevationsradio.com, home of the best indie music you'll find online and also the hottest talk shows on radio. I am your host, Greg Bam Reeves, along with Marsha Simpson.
Hello, listeners.
So, that dance cracks me up. Every time I see dudes, I can't even. Yeah, that cracks me up. So anyway, I'm sorry to say, couple of you people lost Nana recently. I've had a couple of friends that lost their grandmothers. And I just want to say, I know in her will she left you them pots, but your cousin, whose name spelled like one letter different, it done took them. So you're going to need some legal representation because you know Nana wanted you to hide them pots. So you need to call Sergi Katz at Katz Law LLC at 216-313-0501 because Nana wanted you
to get them pots.
Because see, you got the recipe book. We need the pots to go with it. Now, and Sergi gonna hook you up. He'll give you a free consultation. He gonna put it together. You're gonna get the pots and keep the recipe book.
Then you get the pot holders.
Y'all might have to share it. Like holidays, you might have to give it to your cousin whose name is spelled one letter different.
Sergi's going to get that taken care of.
Check him out at www.catslaw.com. That's Sergi Katz, Katz Law LLC. When you need us the most.
Katz Law.
Katz Law. So, I want to apologize. We started a little late because I had to go to D.C. and get that crying judge some tissue. This dude is just, have you seen it? I don't talk about politics a whole lot. I do like to talk politics, but I don't do it a whole lot on this show, but this is ridiculous. This dude is crying and he talking about how they ruined his family's life. Dude, you're about to be a Supreme Court justice for the rest of your life. Nobody ruined your life. That woman's life has been ruined.
I know.
Dr. Ford.
Yeah, well.
Her life is being ruined.
Yeah, well, they better not let him through.
They're going to let him through.
Why?
Because it's all Republicans. And the Democrats don't have enough votes to stop it.
Well, it's the Me Too movement, too. So
They can't stop it. They ain't got no votes.
What do you mean? Women don't have no votes?
Nah, there ain't enough women to vote to stop him.
They better not let that.
See, it ain't like if we had to vote, he probably wouldn't get in. But it ain't us. It's Senate. And Senate ain't got enough votes. So
what is the purpose of this whole scenario then? If it's not nothing going to be done to stop him from getting in, why is we even going through the process?
Yeah, it's that's part of the law. We got to. But anyway, let's get on to some good news. Forget that madness. Tiger Woods won again.
Yes, I'm so happy for Tiger.
First time in 10 years.
Yes, awesome job.
The man looked good.
Yes, he did.
He
Well,
didn't look like the old Tiger, but he looked good, though.
He looked good playing, but he looked tired, though. He looked worried, but
yeah, he'd been through a lot.
Yeah, that woman beat him up.
He had surgeries and
20 mil
back
taken out of his
surgeries
pocket.
Yeah, oh.
She stuck him.
Yeah, but he still got money.
Well, he came back. That's okay, Tiger.
Yeah.
You did your thing. I'm so happy for you.
And he playing in the Ryder's Cup. We're going to see what he do with that.
Yeah.
Playing with some other Americans. Excuse me.
You need help?
And some other good news about a bad situation, but it's good news to me. The Dallas police officer that murdered both of them, John, has been fired.
Good.
So she's unemployed. That's just step one, though. She got to go to jail.
Good.
She got to go to jail because everybody involved now is saying, "Oh no, there ain't no way she just mistakenly went into the wrong apartment."
I'm glad that's a lot of attention's coming on that good shit.
Right.
Good.
So she's going to jail.
Yay.
Will Smith.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
He's a Libra. He was almost a Virgo. But anyway, his wife is a Virgo. Yeah, Jada. But Will, for his 50th birthday, bungee jumped out of a helicopter.
Would you to do that? You almost slipped.
I can't cuss.
You almost
curse.
slipped.
Heck no.
Can you
I ain't jumping out. Okay, he said he did it partly, to conquer fear of heights. I got that same fear, and I'm good with it. I will keep this fear and die with it.
Let me take you up in a fight and throw you out.
No.
What about parachute?
No.
Oh, come on, Bam.
For
Seriously?
what purpose?
To conquer your fears of heights.
I don't care if I got that fear. That doesn't bother me that I got that fear.
So wait a minute. So if you have fear of heights, then how would you say you can go on a roller coaster?
I love roller coasters.
Okay,
love
that's height.
Yeah, but I'm not like free falling. I'm in a contraption that's holding me in. Yeah. Just like planes. I love flying. I get in a plane. If it's about to crash, I'll put on a parachute and take my chances, but I'm not going to purposely parachute out of nothing.
I would love to try that in one of my
bungee jump or parachute?
Parachute. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would like to try it. I really would. That would be on my what list is that called?
Bucket list.
Bucket list. Yeah. Parachute.
It's not on mine.
Or bungee. Oh, what is it?
Bungee.
That's all, folks.
Phone lines open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. I'm cool. I'm cool on the bungee jumping. Big ups to you though, Will. You conquered your fear. You raised money for charity. See, ain't nobody gonna pay to see me bungee jump. I can't raise nothing but my blood pressure. Oh. Ain't nobody gonna say, "Bam, I'm about to bungee jump." You gonna donate to the Boy Scout?
If you advertise it, I'm quite sure people would chip in and do
it. Nah.
You would be surprised what people would do for charity, especially if you're considering doing it.
I couldn't get nothing on my GoFundMe account we ain't gonna even go there. But anyway,
there we go.
So this is one that's kind of. Let me go here first. Carrie Hilson. She recently said, because it was a big article that she was dating a woman.
What?
Yeah, Carrie Hilson. They were saying she was dating a woman. A lot of people was wondering why she's never seen with anybody or linked to anybody, but now they say she's been going around Atlanta with some woman. And they say the woman is finer than Carrie Hilson, which is hard to believe. But anyway, she recently said, "Sure, I'd like to be married someday, but not enough to do it with the wrong person. So if you ever see Carrie walk down that aisle, even if I'm old and gray, you can rest assured I didn't settle." What do you think about that?
No comment.
I think that's okay.
What?
That she said that she feel that way, like she ain't gonna settle.
Well, you're not supposed to settle.
Right.
You're not supposed to settle, but...
Did Tony settle?
Tony who?
Tony Braxton. With Birdman.
Oh, man. Birdman. You know what? I can't even imagine when he gets around, 60, and the tattoos, his face drooping and all them tattoos on his... I mean, I don't know what was going through. I don't know. Maybe I couldn't quite figure that out. Tony Braxton.
I used to think about that, and then I saw this dude. Well, he looked like he in his 60s, 70s to me. He really could have been 40, for all I know, and just had a really, really rough life. But he was an old dude with all these, with all these tats on his face. And I'm like...
he made a lot of mistakes.
But see, in my field, I'm going to run into a lot of people that, look ridiculous.
That still doesn't sit well with me. And I don't know. I was like, well, for everybody, there is somebody. And I'm just thinking, maybe they found love. Maybe there's another side of Birdman we don't see behind the scenes. I mean, because Tony is a diva. She cold-blooded. I just couldn't figure... I
don't know. That's an odd
couple.
I mean,
that clip, and he was talking to her, and all she kept saying was, "What?" She didn't even understand him. How you with somebody you don't understand. He'd repeated it like 5, 6
right.
times.
Maybe this was a publicity stuff.
I don't know, because they like married, right? Or they just
I don't know
engaged?
if they got married yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I think him and Lil Wayne made a better couple. But
when he was kissing him in the mouth on the awards.
That's just my opinion. Wait a minute? Speaking of Lil Wayne, did you see him? Wheezy.
Lil Weezy. What?
Wheezy F Baby. He was on this. He was on this interview, and just flipped on this one. He wasn't making any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that's off that syrup.
Yeah, syrup.
Syrup.
It's not syrup.
Oh,
syrup.
Syrup. Scissor.
It's lean now.
It's lean. That's right. It's lean.
On that lean.
Yeah, that's right. I like that lean. Oh, let me stop.
There you go.
So anyway, and now there's a contest out right now. It's called the coffin contest.
A what?
Coffin, like
a real
when
coffin?
you die. Yeah. If you can stay in it for 30 hours, you get $300. Now, first of all,
wait, what?
You stay in a coffin for 30 hours and get $300.
That's not enough money for me.
Right, dude. I could have made like 600 in 30 hours.
What? Please.
That's not.
No, that ain't no ends.
Now, if you said 300,000, shoot, get my CPAP machine. I'll sleep in there for a week.
300. No, ain't nobody.
Yeah, I'll sleep in a coffin.
Ain't nobody's paying 300,000.
I'm saying, but the contest is $300. I'm just saying that's not enough money. That's not even worth it.
But you got some crazy folks that will do it just for the attention.
But I think they do it because they just want to sleep in a coffin. It ain't got nothing to do with the money.
True, and then plus it's Halloween, so they want to do crazy,
exactly.
Pranks and crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518.
Give us a call.
Now this one is disgusting. It really is disgusting. But I had to bring it up because of. I'm gonna tell you the difference between white and black folks.
Okay.
So, a worker at Comerica Park, that's the baseball park in Detroit, got caught on camera spitting in people's pizza. And he got caught on camera spitting in people's pizza. Because they sell pizza at the ballpark. And he's spitting in it. And he faces up to 4 years in jail.
Trifling.
Now, I should put all white folks in a box. But they're saying he shouldn't go to prison for that.
Who's saying that? Using his bodily fluids. We don't know what he got.
I heard this story on Sports Talk.
Nobody know what this man got.
And it was two white...
commentators.
Hosts, yeah. And it was like, he should face some type of community service, whatever. I say put his little trifling behind in jail for at least 4 years.
It's assault. It's going to be treated like
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean.
Man, please. He need to be under the jail. Now let a brother do that.
Now, hold on. If you added the word AIDS. Yeah, it was a brother.
Wait a minute. It was a brother that spit in the pizza?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was black. Now, if you add the word...
Did he have any type of sickness?
I don't know. It didn't say that.
He just had a thing again.
He just spitting in people's pizza. Thought it was funny. My whole thing, though, is not that. We could everybody 100% can agree that's just trifling, nasty, disgusting, all of that. And dangerous.
Yeah, because if you
add AIDS to the story, then that's attempted murder. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying this, though. these people are saying he didn't deserve jail time. And I'm like, why not?
Yes, he did deserve jail time.
You got people buying food, and unbeknownst to them, some person's saliva is... Man, that is... If that ain't worth jail, I don't... Yeah, that's worth jail. Sorry.
He should have been put under the jail.
Yeah.
That's... y'all know my famous word. That's ridiculous.
Right. So the pettiest thing I read this week.
Which is?
Wait a minute. First, it was a tie because this one I really love. This is one of my Facebook friends that said this. If a dude have you wondering where you stand, go stand with another dude.
Wait a minute. Rewind that tape. What you say?
Oh, I love it.
What? Oh, yeah.
If a dude have you wondering where you stand, go stand with another dude.
That's cool.
Thank you, Jamia. I thought that was funny.
Corny.
That's not corny. That was funny.
What you think, Robin?
Everybody named Mama using it now. They just switch up one word or two.
Corny, ain't it, Robin?
I think if you, it's a gamble. You play games. Some people don't play games.
Right.
So you do that, and you're gonna walk away by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
standing by yourself.
Right.
That part is true. I just thought the saying itself was funny. I thought it was hilarious. You are, man, somebody call in and get her straight because you don't listen to me. 440-252-0518. Now, the pettiest thing I've read this week, and we about to get in this. How long we got before break? Are we going straight through?
So let me see where we at because we started late.
Yeah.
So we got about 10 minutes.
Okay, so this was actually a meme of Andrea Constan. I don't even know how to pronounce her last name.
Oh, boy.
I like to mention the victims more so than I do the perpetrators, but in this case I have to. But it was a meme, a picture of her, and she does have manly looking features. And it said, Bill Cosby did not rape this man. And I thought that was petty and cruel and bad.
That was poor judgment. Who said that?
It was a meme. It's everywhere. And yeah, she's not, in my opinion, a very physically attractive woman, but so what? It's a woman.
She's the victim that's been violated.
It made me think of Harriet Tubman when she told them, I am a woman. Because the way they treated her.
And she didn't look that way back then.
Right.
One. Two, I think that picture is altered. I mean, she looked really, really like...
But I seen her on an interview, and that's how she looks now. that is really...
Someone that posted in the comments on one that I saw what she looked like back in 2003 or 4 when that happened. And she looked...
Because there was one where she had a big afro, and it said, Bill Cosby did not rape Colin Kaepernick. And
oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
This is called Let's Be Real, right?
Okay, well,
that's funny.
It is
that's
hilarious.
Funny, but it's wrong. It's dead wrong.
She's the victim.
Right, but God, that was funny because she got a big fro. And, all right, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not laughing at victims.
We're not laughing. Okay, yeah.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Let's clear the air so nobody won't think we're not laughing at the victim.
There's
the sick sense of humor that's going across the media.
So that was the pettiest thing I read this week, and that would get me into
the story of Bill Cosby, which I really wanted to
We're going to get to loneliness in the second half, but right now, for those that don't know, Bill Cosby was sentenced 3 to 10 years in prison. Felicia Rashad said somebody is trying to break his legacy and breaking a legacy that's important to our culture. I don't agree with that. I do believe somebody's trying to break his legacy. I get that part. But I don't think that legacy is that important to our culture. He was Cliff Huxtable on TV. But he was also creator of Fat Albert, Some Little Ghetto Kids. I mean, it's not like Bill Cosby was a great comedian and good actor. I mean, he's done a lot. He's done a lot as far as he's donated money to HBCUs, and the man has done a lot. He's done a lot, but our culture isn't like his fall is not going to destroy us.
He's a major part of our culture, though.
Yeah,
and that's the unfortunate thing.
Too
much is given, much is required.
Right. I mean, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't feel like, because I think he's been insignificant for a while now. in our culture. And I say that because it was probably 10 years ago where he was bashing black people left and right. And we were really getting pissed. Like, he talking about how mothers ain't doing this and fathers and even the stuff that was correct, that he was right about, the way he put it out there. Like, dude, aren't you black too?
Yeah, but then again, look what turned around and happened. He has he has violated a woman, given her pills. And,
several
women. I'm just blown back. I'm going to say this, I'm for the victims. Mm-hmm. But for the women that just came out the woodwork trying to ride on the bandwagon and get some of them ends, y'all disgusting.
Yeah.
Because you made it look bad for the victims, and he should pay for what he did to the women. But something else, I'm sitting up here looking, and me and you discussed this right beforehand. Right. It says that former Temple University employee, what is it, Constant, I don't know how to pronounce it. Testified in April that Cosby gave her 3 blue pills before sexually assaulting her at his home. What's up with the 3 pills, and why did you accept the pills? I'm not trying to, don't get me wrong, everybody. I'm not, like I said, I'm not bashing the victim, but I'm trying to figure out what's up with these pills, and why would you accept some pills from Bill Cosby, and what was going on, the fact that, about these pills. Because, see, to me, I understand that these women were violated. Then, too, there's something else I want to say, too. Some of these women also, this man was married, and then y'all up in hotels with this man. I'm kind of confused on a lot of things, but still, that still didn't give Bill the right to take advantage of him. I
didn't follow the trial, and I didn't see all the testimony and all that, because honestly, I wasn't interested. When it first came out, they were talking about everybody in Hollywood knew this about Bill forever, just like Harvey Weinstein. It was the same thing. Everybody knew. Nobody said nothing.
What's
it was
up
like
with
it was like
case?
common knowledge. He just caught another case in June for trafficking.
What, drug trafficking?
Human trafficking.
Oh, they gonna bury him. He's done.
But no, before he left the country.
Oh, he gone?
No, he came back for this one in June.
Oh, he was.
Excuse me.
Yeah, my host over here choking.
I couldn't track down his whereabouts as of today, but I know he was in the country in June.
Okay, but back to my question, the 3 pills.
Well, this is what I was about to get to.
What?
She said in the interview that he offered her the pills, talking about it will relax her.
To do what?
Let me finish. And so the reporter asked, so why did you take him? And she basically, bottom line, said she trusted him. This is the thing. This is why I said I didn't follow the trial. I don't know the testimony. That's fishy to me. But he was found guilty, and he admitted that he gave women drugs and had sex with them.
But
so we could go case by case, and we could pick out a whole lot of stuff that don't make sense to us. Bottom line, this man admitted that he gave women drugs and had sex with them while they were unconscious.
But they accepted the drugs.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too. I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Once again, like I said, I'm not bashing the victims. I'm talking about the ones that came out the woodwork, wanted to get on the bandwagon about as far as the money concerned. But these women have been deeply scarred. But it's just so much. Like I said, I'm just confused about why wait so long, and why hasn't this been, I
have no sympathy.
Then it seemed like everybody came out the woodwork at the same time, and then you got these simple-minded people in the White House violating women and doing whatever they want to do, and they ain't gonna see a day in jail.
And since you brought that up, everybody wants to say that Judge Kavanaugh was 17. He was a kid. Basically saying he did boys would be boys, forget about it.
Nah.
Well, the Central Park 5 were kids. They were 14 to 16 years old. And Trump spent money. I said his name there on purpose because he wasn't in the White House then. He spent money to take out an ad on the front page of the news trying to get these young men executed. He wanted them treated like adults. And then years later, they got exonerated. They didn't even do it. But they didn't talk about them only being boys. Then you got Dr. Ford. Now, they saying that was 36 years ago. Who can remember 36 years ago? Why are we bringing up old news? What about all these priests that they're investigating that molested these kids 30 years ago? These kids are now adults and coming forth.
And scarred for
But
life.
nobody telling them to forget. They're investigating these priests.
Well, you know the Catholic Church is paying for their defense, so.
Yeah, but still, my point is, you want these women to forget about what happened 30 years ago, but if you're molested by a priest, we'll investigate that. Like, come on now, we got to be fair here. Somewhere in our justice.
Not trying to be funny, but you know the Catholic Church is a strong organization. I'm trying to tell you.
But
they powerful.
The fact that they are finally investigating this means something. It means there's a change.
Well, yeah, that is. I mean,
because it's been going on. What was that name of that movie? Spotlight. Great movie.
Decades.
And it kind of brings it light. It was a true story. A reporter for a newspaper kind of shed a light on what's going on in the Catholic Church. And this was some years ago. But since that movie, I think more and more of these investigations to the priests are coming to light and being taken more seriously. So, but I'm just saying, I get it. Sometimes it seems like too many women, especially like in Bill Cosby case. Like you said, all these women come out of the woodwork, and that waters down the legitimate women who really were.
Right,
you know what I mean? I get that,
by him. Yeah.
But I say, if we spending money on all this other stuff, then we can take the time to investigate each and every one of them. Because I don't want to be that person that was violated, and I'm looked over because everybody else
coming out too. Want to get some money.
And I, you know
he got me.
Right.
You know, that makes it bad for the women that were violated, and that's terrible. And shame on you women who just coming out the woodwork want to get on the bandwagon to get some ends.
And
that's ridiculous.
Also, I want to say this. I personally don't have any sympathy for Mr. Cosby.
No, I don't. No sympathy. I have no sympathy for him.
But this, I don't want people to like. Some of us have a tendency to back somebody just because they black. I'm not backing no pedophile, no rapist, no murderer just because they black.
No.
I don't do that.
No.
But I will say this. It does bring light, once again, to how messed up our justice system is when there is a doctor, whose name I won't say, but he raped a patient of his, was found guilty, and was sentenced to 10 years probation.
Wait a minute.
Now, I'm going to tell you the difference with this. Like you brought up, Bill Cosby were inviting women over, and they pretty much knew what it was. It's just the drugging part is what booked him, I think. Because he drugged them, put them to sleep, and then did what he did with them. This dude, this is a doctor. Women are going to him full of trust. I mean, this your doctor. You ain't thinking that,
He took an oath to take care.
You don't think when you go to the doctor, you can get put to sleep and violated.
Did they get him?
Yeah, they got him, but they sent him to 10 years probation. He's not going to jail.
10 years probation?
Probation. He's not going to jail.
Games. And how many women he raped?
Well, they only talked about one.
I'm quite sure it's more to come.
Exactly.
I'm quite sure it's plenty more to come.
So that still, once again, brings to the forefront how unfair, unequal our justice system is. And the only way we're going to change this is Novembers. And I say Novembers. This one, 2 years from now, every time election come up, we got to change the face of the Senate, this Congress, everything. And I'm not just saying from Republican to Democrat. I'm talking about putting in some fresh faces, some deep thinkers, some people that care, that represent who we are for real.
Also this, you need to do your research on who you're putting in office.
Yeah.
Because we just go to the box, we just check off because half the time, like they said, we don't know who these people we put in office. And you gotta do your research on these judges and these people. Because like as you see, half of them perverts. You don't know who you put in office. We just go and check. So we need to do, when you go do the election and go vote, make sure you do the research on who you plan on voting for.
And
not just check the box because.
We're going to do a lot more of this in October, gearing up for November.
Yeah.
Most of the shows in October will be geared toward the election because I'm all about that. Like I said, I got Bashir elected last year. He won't give me no props, but I got a Bashir Jones elected as council. Anyway, it's time that we take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to go cameo. We're going to talk about loneliness for a minute.
Hi, this is Nina Hunt from Los Angeles, California. I listen to Let's Be Real with Greg Van Reeves, Thursday nights from 6 to 7 on Elevation Radio.
Tonight is your night, and girl, you look so ready. I won't rush it on, no. I'll keep it nice and steady. Said you ain't gotta go nowhere. I'ma take my time, and I can do it all for you, baby. Just open your heart, open your mind, baby, just I know that they've done you wrong, but I feel it's overdue. I think you need a brand new song. I know what you want, I know what you need, babe. Good loving right here, you find it with me, babe. I'll be the one that you can call on. I'll take the lead, baby, just follow. If you down for this ride, I know how you feel about your past. There's one thing I gotta ask you.
And I'm on my point.
And we're back.
Oh, we are back. Oops,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Let's Be Real with Greg Van Reeves Show along with Marsha Simpson. Phone lines open at 252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. Let's talk about loneliness. You know, sometimes it can fool you into believing you're on top of the world. No.
Gigolos get lonely too.
I had to do my little cameo real quick. Loneliness won't let me be. Okay, I'm gonna stop singing.
Don't quit your day job.
That's right. Yeah, I know. I used to get blow back in the day. I'm crying because I'm running for Supreme Court Justice, and y'all ruining my family right now. That dude was sniffling and drinking water. I'm like, my God, dude, what did the victim do? You know. Anyway, we ain't going back there.
No, we're not.
We're gonna talk about loneliness, and the main reason I want to talk about loneliness is because we're coming upon that season where loneliness starts to take over a little bit. Suicide rates get higher. Holidays always bring about feelings of loved ones lost and all that, and
depression.
It's difficult sometimes to keep your focus on who is here.
Yeah, that's true.
And let me say this real quick. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Some of us choose to be alone.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, sometimes it's a choice. Some of us just can't get nobody because we just so damaged. We just can't.
Yeah, so a lot of us are damaged.
Yeah. But
a lot of things bring on loneliness. I mean, failed relationships, love relationships. And then, too, you might be hard to deal with. And then some people feel better to be by yourself. I feel bad all by myself.
I believe there are people that are so afraid of another hurt that they prefer
to be by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's true.
Loneliness can to me, it's kind of like stress. Like they call stress a silent killer. And you really got to people ask me all the time, like I'll say, this thing keep popping in my head. They're like, you stressed? I'm like, I don't feel stressed. Then I had to think about it like, maybe I am. And I had to really think about my life like, okay, maybe I am a little stressed. I think it's the same way with loneliness. Like, I call you every weekend, like, come on, let's go kick it. No, I don't want to kick it. But then you go on Facebook, talking about, I'm bored. Like,
because they didn't want to go out.
They didn't want to go kick it with
some
me.
People just,
no.
What you mean? You don't think
I'm kidding. I think some people get comfortable in their loneliness.
Right, and don't want to do anything and get depressed. Just don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times I'm lonely, and I deal with it. I mean, I keep it moving.
How do you deal with it?
Well, it's called a bottle of wine, Netflix, and a big quilt blanket.
So you for real Netflix and chill.
Yeah. HBO Star.
Netflix and chill.
Yes, and I watch my black and white films. Yeah.
I love black and white films.
And I'm always love going to the movies. And I might go by myself.
I always go by myself. But see, this is why I go to movies by myself.
Why?
I don't want nobody to ask me no questions. Because I'm serious. I'll be so into the movie. And people be like, what they say? Look, I ain't got time to be answering that. By the time I answer you, I done missed the next scene. And I'd rather not. If I go to movies with somebody, it's going to be after I've already seen it.
Well, I mean.
That's how deep I am into the movies.
I
had a friend that said, "Bam, please don't ever go to the movies by yourself again. Call me, I'll go with you." I'm like, no.
But
I prefer going to movies by myself.
I don't think nobody wants to be alone. Nobody wants to be lonely because we were meant for human touch. Mm-hmm. And everybody wants to be held and loved.
Yeah.
And wants comfort and wants to be surrounded by someone. Mm-hmm. And being lonely can be devastating for some. Like you said, the season is coming up, snuggle season.
Right.
And tax season. That's when you get all the extra.
Season. Sweetest day
coming up. Yeah. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody gonna get engaged Christmas and broke up by Valentine's Day.
What, Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
But, yeah. But it's being, I don't know. I mean, there's just times where I'm like, well, how did I get here? But then again, like you say, I'm kind of fearful of the next relationship because a lot of times we're afraid to get hurt, so we rather be by ourselves, and which is a bad thing, but me, like I said, I handle mine in a different manner. I watch.
But what about like loneliness in other relationships, like family relationships, not necessarily a significant other type?
You can have a family and still feel lonely. I mean, there's times, and I'm gonna be honest. All my kids are grown, and sometimes I feel lonely. I don't see them, as much. And I wish if I can rewind the tape, I would have did a lot of things different, because once they get that certain age, your kids go about their life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you be lonely, and like the other day, I was FaceTiming all my kids. They wouldn't even answer. I'm like, what part of the game is this? I'm FaceTiming. I'm on the iPad. I'm like, because one day, I was feeling lonely, and I'm calling all my kids, and
they won't answer.
They wouldn't even answer.
Boy, you making me feel lonely.
And like, what part of the game is this?
Your kids got me feeling lonely.
You know what I'm saying? But eventually they did call. Mom was I just wanted to say hi.
Right.
And then I can't wait till they leave. So,
right.
It's a up and down situation. But loneliness is very depressing, and a lot of women go through it. And especially after a certain age, nobody wants to be by themselves.
I know I can say that a lot of men go through it too. They may not express it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I should say
people.
Men and women, because he's going to speak on the men behalf.
Of course, I'm supposed to.
Oh, yeah.
What type of man would I be if I didn't stand
men
up
and women. I'm sorry.
No,
rephrase that.
But my point was, a lot of us do and won't honestly express that. We don't always try to be the macho and play like, I'm good, I'm cool, I'm this, that, and we wind up drinking a fifth of liquor and passing out somewhere, and you know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, damn, I could really use some company right now, or wow, I could use a phone call from my child right now, or we don't want to admit that. We're not honest enough to do that. But yeah, we feel it. Human beings, we feel it
all the time, and I don't know, but like I said, whatever you have with your kids at a young age, try to embrace it, because like I said, when they get older, they go their separate ways, and that's another form of loneliness with your kids. And then you can have friends, be surrounded so-called friends, and be lonely too. They don't call, and then I
think that's another thing too. Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's another thing too, like the older I get, the smaller my circle gets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because like when you're young, you might be cool with somebody just because they popular, you popular, whatever y'all supposed to be, whatever, for whatever reason. It ain't like all the way genuine. Or you might be friends because y'all been knowing each other since kindergarten, but you really don't care for that person or to spend time with that person. So next thing you know, you look up and you by yourself most of the time on Friday and Saturday night, on the weekends.
And you grow apart.
Yeah. And then, so in that sense, like I'll talk about me personally, in that sense, I don't feel lonely because I know I could still call and kick it with you. I don't want to no more.
Because y'all do things different.
Yeah, we got different,
values and different ideas of how life is. And that's with me too. I mean, I don't, my certain friends, they do what they do and I do what I do. And I just don't, I think different now.
Yeah.
I might act like an old soul because I am old, but I just think, I just do things different. And like you say, my circle is small. It's down to one. Me, three. Me, myself, and I.
You're not my friend?
Yeah, oh yeah, you my dude. You
okay.
my cat. Oh, I got 4, so I can count on my fingers of how many friends I do have.
Yeah, and my 2 best friends, I don't even call them my friends. They're my brothers. I don't. Friend is not a strong enough word. They are my brothers. So when I'm talking about friends, I don't even count them two.
Also, you can be lonely in a marriage too.
Yep. I was going to get to that too. Yep.
Yeah.
Marriage
Because some people grow out of love, and I have a friend that's, he's an older guy, and he's lonely in his marriage. I mean, him and his wife are, they up under the same roof, but they gone their separate ways.
Yeah.
You can be.
And I believe, like, our parents' generation, it was a lot of that going on, especially on my street, because I noticed, like, as soon as the youngest child graduated high school and left, the father wound up leaving. They wound up getting a divorce. So they were probably lonely, one or the other or both, in that marriage for a long time, but they were raised to, be parents and dedicated to the family first.
Right.
So they waited till the last child was gone, and then like, okay, now we could quit this charade.
Well, I think some people need to spice up their marriage. I mean, this is how a lot of things fall apart in a marriage. They don't, get your sexy back, and you don't, the sexual attraction. You got to make it happen.
Right.
Do something different and stir up the relationship. Even if the last kid is gone, start doing something different. Get freaky.
I think you got to work on your relationship just as hard as you work at your job.
Right, and make it work. I mean, and if it ain't going to work, then go your separate ways, because you got more time behind you than in front of you.
Right.
So I'm not going to spend the remainder of my days in a lifeless, loveless marriage. That's not going to work. I'm not going to sit around and be lonely and be sitting there looking, you know what I'm saying? And it's over, go your separate ways. But if you so you won't feel that type of loneliness, because, I mean, and some people feel in a marriage, it's cheaper to keep her. Yeah. So you end up being in a lonely marriage because you don't want to pay for the divorce, because they might get all your ends or your 401k, and then you broke or can't afford to live off, how you used to live, and so it's cheaper to keep her, and then you in a lifeless, loveless marriage, and like you say, you're lonely, and y'all live up under the same roof.
And the sad part about today, which I'm definitely guilty of this.
What?
Me and my father talked about this, that I'm a loner, which means I prefer being alone, but then I had those moments where I need to be around people, and I think I can just get people on demand, and that's so wrong and so messed up. And that's the world we live in today. Like, everything is instant gratification.
So you mean when you feel like being bothered?
Yeah.
At your what?
I'm being honest. I mean, and that's messed up. That's why my circle is so small.
Yeah.
I know. I've been through so much, and I just don't feel like.
Well, you're supposed to have faith.
Especially like new people.
It is what it is. You just got to start. You just got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Huh? I know.
Yeah, and
I need to heal from a whole lot of stuff. Not just what you talking about.
Hold on, I want to read my point, not my point.
How much? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I got to read my. I didn't write it, but
thank you,
Emily. This is from Family and Friend Poems, The Stars Above. You weren't gonna let me read my poem?
Yeah, I was waiting to the end so we can,
Oh, you want me to wait? Oh,
no, we didn't get. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, do it now.
Oh God, you threw me off my mood for reading a poem. Okay. Orange and pink shoot across the sky. I can see it from where I lie. The sun is setting, going to sleep. The dark surrounds like the ocean deep. The stars come, twinkling lights, glittering diamonds. What a sight. I lie in the grass and up I stare. My body goes numb as I forget all my cares. I like to gaze up at the stars so I can forget my cares and all my scars. I have no one to look after me. The real me is someone no one can see. So I'll wait until I find some sort of love. And until then, it's just me and the stars above. Oh, yes. All right.
Yeah. Y'all know we used to do the poem of the week. I'm trying to bring that back, and she hit me with that the other day. Yeah, you got to do that one.
Yes.
Well, and see, she alone, but she kicking it with the stars above.
Yes, that was the point of that.
So she's not lonely.
Right.
Yeah.
So we, you can either embrace it.
You know what's really crazy to me? Now I was being silly at the beginning of this, singing old school songs about loneliness. Hearing those songs do not make me lonely. They make me feel so. I think about when they came out and hand dancing at St. Henry's, or you know what I'm saying. Good music can be the saddest lyrics in the world, but they make you feel good because it's a great song.
When it comes to love songs, I want to hear it with somebody.
I love them.
You're getting taken back to a time. That's why.
Right. Yeah.
If you was like lonely and then first heard that song and related to the
Okay, let me tell you a story real quick. Hold on. I got a story for you.
Wow.
I can't mention her name. But anyway, I got engaged Christmas of 1981. She broke up with me right before Valentine's Day of 82. My mother invited me to a cabaret, trying to get me out my funk. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go. The young lady broke up with me was at that cabaret. At that cabaret, she met the man that she would eventually marry. And Luther Vandross came out with A House Is Not a Home. When I listen to the radio and that would come on, I'll be like, oh!
Start crying.
I mean, I was George Kavanaugh. Oh my God. And then Prince came out with Do Me Baby. And my young man picturing him doing My Baby. And but those are two of my favorite songs of all time. Now, at that time when they came out, yeah, I wouldn't turn the channel on the radio station though. I would still listen. I'll just eat it like, okay, I'm gonna have it. But now, that is
and that's not a
love that song.
I love that it's a sad song for you because of the lonely.
No, it was. It's not because I'm a huge Luther fan. And
I can't sing.
So you know what I'm saying. So I love that song. That's like my favorite Luther song.
So I got a question. I'm gonna put on the mic
Okay.
so that they can hear me. So. Is physical loneliness the same as emotional loneliness?
Ooh. No. I don't think so.
Because when we were talking during the break about that definition, not
right,
meaning,
yeah.
But you can not be physically lonely, but emotionally abandoned by everyone around.
I agree with that 100%.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even something like the other night was the first time I've hand danced in almost a year.
Oh, you hand dance? Who was you with?
So I hand danced for the first time in over a year. And
oh, you ain't telling?
I can't do that. You know, we gonna be on YouTube and I can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
I didn't say you had to say her name. You just said
you said who was that?
A beautiful, sexy young lady. You could have put it in that form. You didn't have to
okay,
say
she's a beautiful, sexy lady. She ain't that young. She's only a couple years younger than me.
Okay, wait a minute. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Yeah. What is that? I mean, you was hand dancing, so you had to stipulate what age group she was. What that got to do with?
Because you said I was repeating your words and just took I'm being silly. She is young. You're young.
Now you was out there with
You're young.
So did it take you back in time?
Most definitely.
Feel good?
Yes, it felt great.
All right. So you gonna do it again?
Nah, don't know.
Well, try it.
Well, it's not really up to me, huh? It's not really up to me. It was a moment in time, and it was great.
Feel good.
And my point is,
you held on to that, didn't you?
There was some physical loneliness that I experienced. I didn't even realize I experienced until I was able to do it again.
Felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It really did.
So you did miss that. It is physical. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I missed it initially when it was over, but then you move on.
So you're gonna have to get out more and do a little bit more dancing. Yeah, do a little.
I keep telling myself every Friday I'm gonna go to our local gambling spot. I ain't mentioning their names.
Oh,
because Friday nights is jumping. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's an older crowd,
it's just
correct?
Every time Friday get here, I'm like,
You don't want to go.
That's the thing. You got to pull yourself out of.
We're going to hang out Friday.
Okay.
A friend of mine is doing line dancing on Wednesdays now at the racing hall.
Really?
So, if you don't want to Friday.
No, somebody told me about Wednesdays, but I didn't know it started already.
Well, let's go on Fridays, y'all.
I think it's going to start. It's the first Wednesday of the month.
There's a group of young ladies from my street I grew up on. They line dance everywhere. And one of them told me that it was coming there on Wednesdays, but I that was a while ago.
I can't do Wednesdays. I got to be in the bed for work. I can't do that. 7:30, I'm in the bed.
Right, 7:30. Yesterday I talked to her at 4:30.
4:30, I was in the
She's like, I'm about to take a shower and go to bed. I'm like, God, I'm
that is how I deal with my loneliness.
My goodness. I'm like, yeah, because you sleeping away.
I said I'm about to get ready to take my shower and watch my black and white film, classic films.
Sleeping beauty. Sleep your life away. Sleep your loneliness away.
Yeah, sleep my loneliness away.
So we got to get ready to go, huh?
Yeah.
About 3 minutes.
Okay, we got a couple minutes. So I just want everybody to please, like, whether you could consider them friends or not, anybody that you associate with in your life, check on them at this time of year. Because, loneliness can really be devastating to some people.
Yes, it can.
And like my producer said, it's perception. You might not even notice. Like, you might not even think that they're feeling what they're feeling. To you, that's just Teresa. That's just Bobby being Teresa. But then this time of year come around and
people get depressed.
You ain't hearing from them as much anymore. When you do hear from them, they ain't down to go kick it with you, or they don't want no company, nothing. If you care about them at all, bust your way in. Like, you know what, girl? We're going to go eat lunch or something.
Right, let's go. Get up and let's do something.
Yeah,
like
because some of us, when we get in that state.
And that funk is hard to come out of.
We need to be pulled out.
Yeah.
Because we don't even see it.
Yeah.
We don't pay attention to it. It's like, when I remember I lost 70 pounds. But when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see it because I'm just shaving and brushing my teeth.
Right.
I'm not paying attention that all I know is every time I put on my pants, I got another belt loop. What the? It wasn't until I saw a picture of myself when I realized, I'm going to ask my friend, like, who was that? Like, N-word, that's you. Like, what?
Tell me the secret so I can drop 70 pounds.
Well, that was
my belt buckle is getting bigger.
That was that was partly depression because I was just working out every day and not really eating right.
Oh, okay.
So that's not the way you want to go.
It was not a healthy way.
No.
Well,
I mean, I made it work because I worked out every day, but I wasn't eating right. So. Yeah.
Well.
Some people eat when they get depressed. I don't. I do push-ups.
I do. I put a nugget in my mouth.
Speaking of nuggets.
And donuts. I ate 2 donuts today. I got mesmerized by some donuts. And I know better.
Italian donuts?
Italian.
What is an Italian donut?
It's made by Italians.
Oh. I thought it was made differently.
So delicious. Yeah, it is. It was just so delicious. I was just captivated by these donuts. And my sugar probably high. And I'd probably put on 10 pounds a day. As much I done had food I ain't had no business having. Eating.
So when you're lonely, I know they do it on the movies, on TV shows. They go pull out a big bucket of ice cream and
and get 2 big wooden spoons.
Don't do that. That's not going to stop you from being lonely. That's not going to help.
It's going to make your health poor.
You gotta get creative. Do something constructive. I was about to say construction. I watched Medea the other day, and she was like, "That child need to do something construction."
Constructive.
Yeah, do something constructive. Write a poem like the one she just read, or put on a black and white movie.
Yes.
I love black and white movies. So.
All right.
Yeah. So this holiday season is you know what?
Plate.
Somebody got a great idea. I can't remember who it is right now, but they're having a Sweetest Day cabaret for us single people. I will be there. I think that's a great idea.
Where's it going to be at?
I don't know. I have to look on Facebook and find it again, but I'll definitely let you know.
Okay.
But that sounds like a lot of fun. So, see, you ain't got to be lonely. Well, you ain't got to be hating on your friends that got boos or bays or whatever they call it
Well, I
nowadays.
don't never hate on my friends that got bamboo. I'm glad they got somebody to love or have somebody with. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, because I got an ex that's always posted about her new man, how much she loved him. I was just looking at her like,
PO.
no, I'm glad because
That's somebody else's headache.
Obviously.
You ain't got to deal with it. That's how I felt. It's sorry I had to say it. But I'm
happy for you.
My
Good
ex,
job.
you can have them.
No, but all of my exes, I just want them to be happy with or without me. So if she happy, I'm good.
You so sweet, Bam.
So we gotta go.
Good night, everybody.
Like I always say, develop your hunger for knowledge and feed it. Pick up a book and read it. Set a goal and see it through. And always, always believe in you. Peace and love, fam.
Peace. Bye.